When I got my first ever PC, it came with Assassin's Creed 2. So you could say I grew up alongside the Assassin's Creed franchise. And when I saw that we were going to be getting an Assassin's Creed game in VR, I was pretty excited. But then I saw it was going to be a Quest exclusive, and honestly, I was a bit skeptical. Could Ubisoft really capture what it would be like to be a master assassin in VR, let alone manage that on a standalone device without a PC powering it? Well, I've played for about 4 hours of Assassin's Creed Nexus, and I've got to say, they pretty much nailed it. Doing all the assassin-y things in virtual reality is an amazing thing to experience. Dropping on someone with your hidden blade, throwing knives at people, shooting your arrows, blending into crowds, and of course the leap of faith, it all works so well and really does make you feel like a proper assassin. What can I do with this? Oh, it's a pot. Okay. I thought I had to break it. But by far the coolest thing has got to be how you pull out the hidden blades. You actually have to flick your wrist like they do in game. Oh,
Once
that's
the blade
cool.
is drawn, you can use it to assassinate.
That's so awesome. Now, let's get into some details here. You can break down Assassin's Creed Nexus into 3 main points of gameplay: the free running, the combat, and the stealth. And to their credit, Assassin's Creed Nexus has some of the best accessibility settings I've seen in a VR game. For example, you can change the difficulty settings for fighting, free running, and stealth independently from one another. So first, let's talk about my favorite of the 3, the parkour. And as you may have gathered, I think it's pretty fun. All right. Okay, this is kind of fun. This is fun. I like this. The parkour is pretty cool. With the free running, the difficulty slider can make it so the game does all the free running for you, or at the other end, you can do all the climbing grabbing yourself. I chose the hardest difficulty with no training wheels, and I've got to tell you guys, if you do use this mode, in the beginning it might feel a little bit janky at times. And I'm not gonna lie, it did frustrate me here and there. But once I got a few hours into the game, you get a feel for it. I'm getting better at this free running stuff, it's cool. And let me tell you, when the free running works, oh man, does it work well. 1, 2, and then up. Nice, that was better. Okay, and then 1, and then, yeah, now we're getting it. It truly feels like I'm doing all of the moves from the flat screen game, scaling the sides of buildings and running from post to post. It's so satisfying. If any of you are having trouble with the free running, my tip is to be gentle with the controls. Don't try and scramble your way up the walls, be elegant with your movements like a real assassin would, and you'll find yourself scaling buildings with ease. Now let's go on and talk a little bit about the stealth. Hello? Hi. Oh, you can see me. Let's see what the fighting's like with him. I want to try fighting him. Hey there, buddy. Oh. Okay, he didn't take much, did he? Which is pretty good, and it's kind of like any other stealth game in my opinion. On the normal difficulty, there were times when the enemies definitely should have spotted me, but didn't. Hey. How did he not see me? But to be honest, that happens a lot in a lot of stealth games.
Found anything interesting? The market is closed. Stay out of the way until we find the...
That was so lucky. That was so lucky. I just randomly happened to fall as that guy moved away. The one thing that I don't really enjoy that much in this game is the sword combat. I'd describe it as just okay, but if you played a game like Blade and Sorcery or Bone Lab, it just does not feel as fluid. You've basically got to block the attacks which the enemies clearly point out which way the attacks are going to come from.
Now perform the maneuver in real time.
Oh, in real time now. Okay, let's see what real time looks like. Hey. I mean, it's still pretty slow. And then more often than not, if more than one enemy attacks you, you kind of get into this awkward place where you're fighting one guy while the other person just kind of stands there and watches. It's like, dude, I'm murdering your best friend. Do you not want to maybe hop in here and save his life? Alright, well, we got him. Oh, yeah, I'll do that to you as well. That was it? Smoke bombs are OP! But to be completely honest, I don't really see the combat as that big of an issue. The way I see it is the aim of this game is to be sneaky, and you want to avoid this sort of combat anyways. As an assassin, you'll be mainly using stealth, takedowns, hidden blades, arrows, knives, and free running to solve problems. And if you do that well, you won't end up needing the sword. No, oh my god, right in your forehead, man. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to talk too much about the story as I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really cool getting to jump between the different characters from previous games and time periods. Do not interfere with historical figures.
Capture taking coded dispatches.
Don't tell me what to do. And speaking of the story, can I just say how clever it was to include pass-through in this game? Oh, I'm actually in my room. That's kind of cool. Basically, without going into too much detail, you're a hacker, and via the pass-through, the game incorporates the room that you're in into the story of the game. So, when you put on your headset, you're effectively logging into the Animus. It's such a nice touch that wasn't needed, but adds so much to the experience, because you're no longer playing the game as some random hacker. You are the hacker, and your real room is part of the game. And I think that's pretty cool and very clever. Now, that doesn't mean that Nexus is a perfect game, and there are still some problems that I noticed. One thing I've noticed is that I can throw a throwing knife across the map and hit my target, but I can't throw a cup 2 meters to distract a guard. Oh, Jesus. Really? It's a problem I've seen in many VR games, but to be honest, it's especially important in a stealth game where it requires you to throw objects to distract guards. There were also quite a few times where I'd had the hidden blades out and I would just end up shoving the person I was trying to stab. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I feel like maybe the hidden blades would need sharpening or something. Sorry about this guy, but you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. What the And just generally speaking, there is a fair bit of jankiness in this game, which can be quite funny at times. Oh my god, Mr. Fantastic.
If you make trouble for me, I'll have to make trouble for you.
Alright.
Always dead.
Ow!
And with that, he is dead. Ow! And then just falls over.
Guards here are on alert.
You okay? Sorry, buddy. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, God, I am so sorry. Oh, no, I'm so sorry about that. Oh, that's it. I think that might... Oh, no, he's still got some more in him. Oh, dear. You know, this is really unfortunate. Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry. Eat this. What?
What's all this about?
Who put this tomahawk at my feet? That's oddly strange. So as you've just seen, Assassin's Creed Nexus has many positives, but also some issues. But let me assure you, the issues do not diminish what an amazing experience Assassin's Creed Nexus is. By far, the most amazing point for me to make is that this is all happening on a Quest 3. The fact this game runs so well on a standalone device is just truly astounding to me. When you play the game, you have this ability to turn into basically a giant and you can see the whole of the map. Oh, this is cool. And when you do this, you can see all the little NPCs running around. And it was at this point that I realized this was all happening on the Quest 3 while I was recording the gameplay at 1440p natively. That's crazy. There were multiple points while I was playing where I was so impressed with what I was viewing, and I had to remind myself that this was all happening without being tethered to a PC. Hello everyone. This is an impressive amount of people to be running on standalone. There is a lot of stuff going on here. Genuinely. So impressive. I know that there are like clearly repeats of people. The fact that this is even running like this is damn impressive. It makes a massive difference to like feeling the world is alive. Assassin's Creed Nexus for me is the first game that proves you can have a full PC VR level experience on standalone, and I cannot praise it enough for that. In my opinion, Assassin's Creed Nexus, much like Half-Life Alyx for Steam VR, raises the standard of games on Quest 3 and standalone. And if I haven't made it clear already, if you have a Quest 3, I think this is a must-buy. But that's gonna do it for me. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Leave a like if you feel like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!